friends, I am Jacob. Today we are going to talk about few sensitive matters regarding marriage. Hello Mr. Satya, being a specialist in handwriting analysis, what is your view on marriage for the today's youths?
This is a very important question. Marriage has become a gamble. Today, boys are more afraid than girls. There was a time when girls used to be more anxious, more worried about how will be my married life, how to proceed, what will happen, like that. But today boys appear to be more concerned. They have a lot of questions. Mystery is surrounding the marriage concept now. Why? Because from the girl side, there are sufficient reasons for them. Because we voluntarily created the chaos in society. There was a time when we disregarded or underestimated the role of women for some time. The consequences have come so soon that the girls' parents are able to assert themselves much better than the boys' side. That is good sign. We don't deny that. But when anything is done excessively, that becomes equally dangerous. Girls' side, they are assertive, they have more offers, that's fine. You can choose whichever you want. But there is a basic blunder going on here. Girl or girl's mother or girl's side, they have come to a wrong conclusion that they are all powerful and they can decide the destiny of the marriage itself. That is not allowed. As an astrologer, I should clearly say that marriage is destined in many matters, from the physical aspect to the emotional compatibility, the final consequence, progeny, everything has been destined. At least 90%, 95% it is destined. But how can a parent say that I am the all controller of my daughter's life? You have not been given that freedom. God has not given the freedom to anybody to decide the destiny. When you accept the destiny, you should know that you should be compatible with the destiny and you should proceed. Even for that matter, there are so many clients to whom I have given reports about the plus and minus of the future partner. Even the so-called rich boys will have a bad destiny. Girl suffers, boy suffers. And when they ask them, they say, sir, you have written long back that I will get this kind of partner only. According to destiny, this has happened. So, you don't have much freedom in this aspect. That should be very clear to you. That is one of the root cause why boys are denied. Denying a boy is also something which God will not permit. Because you don't have a boy with all possible virtues like Sri Ramachandra. You want everything and he should be 25 years. How can it be possible? So, the realistic expectation should come and the proper understanding of our role. We are all human beings. We are sinners. And not only that, astrologically I will tell you, all the 9 planets cannot bless everybody. Only 3-4 planets will bless you. The other conflict will be there. For every person there is they say, every peak has a valley. It cannot be same. Problems have to be there. So daughter has to adjust, has to sacrifice, has to accept realities. When that preparation comes, marriage becomes very smooth and happy.
As a parent of a girl child, they are really concerned about the girl children. Once they get married to a person and if they move on to their house, they ensure that they have everything, whatever they got in their home. But that expectation is good, or is it like a con?
Expectation is not wrong. Everybody wants the daughter to be like a princess. That expectation, dream is also alright. But you should be prepared for any contingencies. When something goes wrong, if you are not ready, then what happens? See, today's girls, they consider a few words as poisonous. Obedience is allergic. Sacrifice they don't like. It is like a curse. But these are all noble words. Sacrifice only makes you closer to the husband. A couple, how does the affinity develop? How do you know that they love each other? I'm not saying only girl should sacrifice, boy also should sacrifice. Both should have one spirit. I will suffer pain if you are going to be elevated, if you are going to be successful. I will suffer some amount of pain. That sacrifice and the readiness to sacrifice should be there, and the willingness to accept the pain should be there. Then only affinity develops and it becomes a bond. Rather, it will develop very well.
Okay. As we have different sizes in our finger, every girl has their unique attitude, their reaction to a particular situation varies person to person. So, if a girl is about to get married and they are going to have a different situation, different people, they are going to face many different people. So the thing is, what are the virtues the girl has to possess before getting married, and what are the qualities the girl should build?
Yeah, see, the bride's qualities have been specified. In fact, India is such a holy land. We are given the list of all noble qualities a girl should possess. Okay, we need not insist on all that. If noble qualities are there, fine. And the boy also is supposed to have a lot of noble qualities. That is thing. From the handwriting, you can come to know a lot about the boy or girl. I think that is also one of the factors we have to consider. Apart from matching the horoscopes, there is a question. When you have matched the horoscope, does it guarantee that they will live a happy life? No. Even astrology doesn't say that. It is taking a few points into consideration, that's all. In astrology, there are certain times, say a few weeks or a few months, which are very much suitable for marriage. Only during that time you have to search a proper bride. General Gurubala is a very, very common rule. That doesn't help you always. Astrologically, we have to find out which is the best time to get the right partner. During that time, when you try, the alliance will click. I am just giving you guidance about how to get married soon. Because boys are finding it difficult, That's why I want to give you some tips. If you are able to get the handwriting of both people, and if you discuss, you will come to know a lot of things. Boy also comes to know what she expects. Girl also comes to know what is reality. See, we seek something in a person, but there is something else that is more attractive, more important. The girl may be more happy. See what happens when you consider salary as the predominant and only factor for selecting the boy. These qualities are hidden. They go to the background. So, it's better to have a complete picture. You should see, money is very important, I agree. But let us not attach too much importance. There are so many other qualities which are going to assure a great happiness for the child.
Great, sir.
See, sometimes, I was about to reject a girl. I asked the boy, can you give me your handwriting? He gave me. I said, this girl is an angel. Has all possible good qualities. Great. He said, that is why I love her so much. Like that, the boy may be such a noble boy also. Suppose he is super strong in many good aspects and financially is yet to improve. How do you reject? That will not be a wise decision.
Great, sir. So the girl has a very good knowledge, has a maturity to handle many things after getting married. So everything is in a proper line. Even if some uncertain things happen, conflict between their family members or with the husband for some silly matters, silly issues, how should they see and view the things, and how should they tackle the problem?
See, marriage is with an expectation that there will be conflicts, there will be misunderstanding, there will be problems. You are trained to tackle them cleverly, intelligently, and skillfully. In fact, you can even read books about human relationship that will give you a lot of knowledge about how to tackle them. Today's girls, what they say, mother-in-law can be a monster. They are afraid. That should disappear. Suppose you go to a company, you get a very tough boss. Do you avoid the company? No. You try to understand the techniques to manage the tough boss. Same way this has to be managed. In fact, in marriage you have more privileges. In a company you cannot change the fate of boss. Here you have lot of options. You can request. You have so many support. So with that you can always modify. The conflict can be handled. But thing is, a parent expecting totally problem-free, conflict-free marriage is crying for moon. You will never get such an alliance. Everything appears to be very good till the marriage. After the marriage you come to know the realities, problems are there. And according to that you have to adjust. But all this combination, horoscope or hand or handwriting, all this helps you to become realistic. When you come to know the reality of the person, your mind gets adjusted. You are able to fine-tune yourself according to the needs of the girl or according to the needs of the boy. So these sciences are very helpful. That's what I want to say. The marriage problem, today's crisis is well known to everybody. All these have been discussed at very high length. Here what I want to insist is, it's good to study the horoscope, then add handwriting also as a factor. Signature you take, that will indicate a lot of things. I can't tell you everything here now. We can correct some of the things. See, previously I was attempting to make some correction in the daughter so that she will be happy in the new home. But they were telling, why not the boy change himself? Today boys are ready to change. If you have a specific demand, not in money, if you have a specific demand in behavior, you want the boy to be like this, boys are willing to change. You have it and make the marriage success. The selection process is defective. So you have to make some alterations. And not only that, the practice of delaying marriage is also very rampant now. They want to marry after 30, 32, like that. Even as a palmist, I want to tell you certain things. The secrets what I have found that I want to share with you. When the marriage is around 20, 22, 23, the intimacy is very deep. Normally, the lines will show that they will not go away so easily. They become very intimate. Whereas when you marry at 30 or 35, you become too practical and it becomes a mercenary love. So try to marry early. Finance is incidental. At least if the person can provide the needs, I think that is enough. In fact, what is the income potential, how much this person can earn in the future has to be estimated. That is not at all done. That is the sad situation in marriages. Suppose a boy is earning something at 30 years, how much he will earn in 40 years cannot be predicted. The income of 30 years doesn't say how much he will earn in 40 or 50. So the income, the growth can be geometrical also. He may earn a lot. Why should we leave that opportunity? First you assess the person, not just income, his ability to earn, invest, multiply his resources should be seen in detail. And then if you reject, that's a proper rejection. Even the boy will feel happy, yes, I don't deserve, I am stagnant somewhere, so I can be denied like that.
There is a couple, for example, I'm not pointing out on anyone, there is a famous couple now. They are married in the age of 25, 26. The couple has been together for almost 25 to 30 years. Now they're getting divorced.
There are so many factors. See,
Yes.
first destiny is there, one thing. And another thing is they would have tolerated for many years. See, even I have read in books, it says that many of the marriages are existing because of children. If the marriage breaks, child will be shattered. So what they decide, okay, let me get along. Then it is pulled on. When the child is settled, the decision comes to get separated. Like that.
In a modern influencer's point of view, going to a nuclear family is more feasible and conflict free for the couples to be together or being in a joint family because it creates more problems and conflicts, chaos.
Okay.
So, what is your view on that?
I will tell you, this is the modern problem. For every problem, there are 2-3 options. Nuclear family is one option, joint family is one option. In each option, there are advantages and disadvantages. What we are trying is, we want the advantages of both and we want to keep away the disadvantages of both all separately. That is practically impossible. Even when you are a nuclear family, you want, during maternity, you want parents and other support. For some other need, you need them. You cannot celebrate functions alone. You need families. See, in any option, what I have seen is, when you have selected one thing, you accept the disadvantage of that. Even in marriage also, boy or girl. When you have accepted, you accept the person's spouse along with the limitations. In a relative's case, the girl had some problem. I asked the boy, after marriage you came to know that the girl has a problem. How do you feel? He said, I have accepted the girl as a whole. When I have accepted her limitations is also included, I don't have any complaint. So that generosity should be there in both sides. And in my interaction with several lady clients, what I have found is they all crave for only one main thing. They want a caring husband, not wealth. It's only the girl's side. They insist on wealth, status, the so-called status symbols. But those things do not bring happiness to the daughter. The caring, the sacrifice from the husband, the willingness to accept her as a whole, these factors only conclude the final outcome of the marriage.
Okay. I'm on the side of bride because I seen they are more vulnerable in this society. So if a girl sees all these qualities and gives a chance to a person who is financially deprived in current situation, he may grow better in the future. And the girl gives a whole thing to that bridegroom and marries him. And if years pass, that man is too abusive and ill treat her, these kind of things. So should the girl accept even those troubles?
No. See, even in ancient India also, there are very exceptional cases when divorce is allowed. Divorce is not a 100% poisonous word. In some cases, when the torture is extreme, either this side or that side, freedom may be a blessing for them. Such cases we have to welcome divorce. But normally it is 10%. Remaining are just exaggerated version of the problems. There are problems which could have been solved. Not necessarily girl side or boy side. Even sometimes the in-laws may be responsible. So many other causes are there. So it could have been rectified. The spirit of sacrifice is required, and also most important is both should have a shared goal. Same, when the common vision should be there. That only gives you the tolerance to endure the problems in the married life. The tolerance is a great nutrient. or marriage.
Thank you for your time, sir. Thank you for your valuable insights about this marriage, the topic. It was very wonderful speaking with you. Got immense knowledge about these things. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome. Thank you.